Happy Sunday.
Good morning.
We survived the night. Mosquitoes tried to carry us away this morning, but we survived the night.
Slept in the car. It was actually pretty cozy. I might have snored because I finally got sleep. I don't know.
You only snore when you're on your back.
Yeah.
And there wasn't enough room to roll you over.
Anyway, we're off. We're going to walk down to the store, which is
about 2 miles from here.
Is it 2?
Mile and a half.
Am I going to make it?
Fine. She needs a coffee. She doesn't make a coffee yet. And then we're going, I got my Bible. We're heading to church afterwards. I'm going to try out the community church here. See how it is.
It's not raining, but I'm in full rain gear because I was cold.
You're weird.
And my sweatshirt was wet. And I have my pajama pants on. That too. Okay. The truth comes out. They're just leggings, but
And I'm wearing shorts.
he's weird. All right. We'll catch you soon.
Oh, we must have a band last night all cleaned up today.
All right. We came to the
McCarthy store and bakery.
McCarthy General Store, and I got a lavender honey
Which was
latte
recommended by the barista.
with almond milk, and you got a,
Decaf Americano.
and we had day-old cookies, but we ate
half
them.
price.
Yeah.
They were good.
Anyway, cute little place here, but you know, small towns. It was a $17 breakfast with half off day-old cookies, but it was good. I tell you what, it was good.
And then we're gonna walk over to the church here in a little bit.
Yep.
They open at 10-ish.
For coffee, they have coffee, but
We already got coffee.
but I couldn't wait.
Yeah. They may not have decaf there. There's places like that usually don't have decaf.
And I have coffee in the car. I could have made it on my little stove, but I wanted a reason to walk to town and get coffee. The McCarthy Community Church was indeed a small town church, and they had the church all decorated up for Vacation Bible School the coming week. And the only child there this week was with a couple that was visiting from Anchorage, and they let her ring the church bell. All right, we went to church, and then and we're headed out. We're headed down the McCarthy Road, and it's a lot more potholy. Is that a word? Than it was when we came in because it rained all day yesterday.
It is now.
It wasn't this bad. Now it's pretty bad. But yeah, I don't know what we're doing. We're just gonna mosey our way towards home. If we find something better to do or somewhere to stay, we might just do it.
Yeah, we have a Maddie sitter till Monday.
If we let her know.
Yeah, she messaged wanting to know if we're gonna be back today or tomorrow. We're just ignoring her right now.
No, I did. I answered her.
Oh.
I said, we're leaving McCarthy today, and unless we find something else to do, then we'll be home, but I would let her know.
Okay.
So
we don't know yet.
So we're just doing whatever. I don't think yesterday, because we had said we were going to go up to the glacier, from the Toe Glacier. Yeah. We said we were going to go up to the other glacier, and we ended up never going because
it was getting miserable and just drizzly rain all day.
The rain had gotten through my rain gear, through my vest. My sweatshirt was wet all around the hood edges, and my toes had gotten wet through my waterproof boots. So
and it
was getting cold.
We were kind of on a time crunch, and we were walking all day. And to walk all the way back down, we had figured everything in. We wanted to walk down. We wanted to stop by that place called the Potato. It's a recommended eating spot. So we decided we would walk down without going to the glacier. But Kennecott was awesome. And then on our way down, we got a ride. So
yeah, cool. We got a free ride. Kind of a free ride because we had found some money on the ground and no one around us claimed it. So we were going to just put it in the offering at church. And then this guy gave us a free ride down on the back of a bus that normally costs $15 a piece, and so we just gave him the money.
Yeah. It was a $15 tip.
We stood up in the back of the bus the whole time. That was cool.
Yeah.
So that was a little...
I feel like you're breaking the rules.
A little blessing.
I was standing on the bus.
It was a blessing because, I mean, we would have gotten warm when we walked down, and that was kind of like why we needed to walk, because I was cold, and then we got that ride. But by the time we got to the potato, my fingertips were numb, and I got coffee and was hugging. We were both hugging my coffee cup, and so the lady at the restaurant gave him a steaming cup of hot water to warm his own hands, so I could have both hands on my cup. So, yeah, they're super nice people everywhere, pretty much.
I would recommend this as a stop to visit, and I would come back here again myself.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
But you got to plan a trip out here, because it's a long ways out here. You're right, 2 hours on a dirt road doing 10 miles an hour half the time. And swerving all over the place. I'm like, there is no my side, your side of the road.
Yeah, there's no lanes.
It's just wherever you can avoid the potholes until somebody shows up the other direction.
All right, so I'll let you know if we find anything interesting on our way, if we see any wildlife. We stop. We might do some droning or something. Oh, we got a good mud spot here with people coming the other way. Oh, goodness. Here we go. Yep, the camera's not got stabilization.
Oh.
This is real time.
Stop shaking the camera, Angie. You're not a very good camera holder.
We had somebody wave.
Oh, we should have waved back. I was paying attention to the potholes.
Wowzer. So we're almost halfway right down the road, and we thought we'd stop at the Gillen River again and see if we could get the drone over the old railroad tracks. But
there's a bird. There's two birds dive bombing.
Birds trying to. I don't know if you can see. Where is it? There's the drone. There's two birds trying to dive bomb the drone. Three now. They're not liking this alien in their space.
Gillen Trestle area. As you come down the hill, you'll see the gorgeous Gillen Trestle, a wooden railroad structure named for the river it crosses. This trestle is yet another remnant of the copper mining days and the Copper River and Northwestern Railway. Wooden trestles were commonly used along the railway corridor to span gaps and canyons in the rugged Alaskan terrain. A total of 273 wooden trestles were constructed as part of the Copper River and Northwestern Railway. That means trestles spanned more than 30 miles, or about 15% of the 196-mile railway. Of these trestles, the Gillen was the largest. Originally 890 feet long, 90 feet high, and consisting of 500,000 board feet of lumber. Of the numerous struggles in the construction of this trestle in the winter of 1911, the weather turned out to be the greatest challenge for workers to overcome. During January of that year, the thermometer sank to a bone-chilling minus 67 degrees Fahrenheit, a temperature equivalent to the average surface temperatures on Mars. Despite the harsh conditions, the workers persevered and pushed to complete the construction in just 8 days. Amazing! Here's how a railroad official described the feat.
Call it what you will, the work is nothing short of marvelous when weather conditions are taken into consideration. For the past 2 weeks, the thermometer has been ranging between 30 and 60 below, and at times during the extremely cold hours, trouble was experienced by the carpenters in driving the bolts, which split the heavy timbers like a cake of ice.
Even with such difficulties and the exorbitant cost of construction and maintenance, the Kennecott Copper Corporation was able to generate enough profit from the processing of the copper ore in the early 1900s to make it all worthwhile.
Walk under this old railroad trestle here. I don't remember how long this is, but it's like the longest. crazy. It's like 90 feet high. I don't know.
That's timber. These are like whole trees.
Wow, super tall trees.
Just stand up a bunch of trees and bolt them together.
There's a little cabin back there. Can you imagine being on that train? Ooh, crazy. Old cabin.
2024 mural.
Oh, bug in my hair. Yeah, used to be a... There's a wood stove in here. There was electricity. Probably a generator. Looks like the windows were boarded up at one point. That's it. Oh, there's a rock for a step.
This was probably some kind of breaker panel here.
Get hydropower here. If you knew what you were doing. Wouldn't that be a nice, cool little place to live? You can hear the water right off the train rail. Look at that. That was that.
Just like they warned us, carry a spare.
Yeah.
But this one doesn't have enough air in it. So bystander just stopped by with the compressor, is going to help us out. I like good people. So it looks like we had a rock hole. We looked at it. There's a hole right in the middle of the tread, so it's repairable. We just can't repair it here. So apparently we had about 10 psi in the spare.
Needs to be what?
60. We can't drive like a maniac anymore.
We weren't. We let everyone that came behind us pass.
You guys be safe.
All right.
All right, thank you. So we were told in the audio thing while we were driving out here that underneath this bridge there's a catwalk. And it says you can come down here and access this catwalk. I guess it's not easy to get up to it, according to the video or audio, but it's not off limits.
Yeah, how the heck?
Climb up there. Well, it's true, there's a catwalk.
Wow, crazy. Yeah, you could walk the length of this underneath of it, but I wonder if it's intended for people to cross or just that for working people, because there's no way to get up there.
Yeah, you need a ladder.
I wonder if there's one outside on the other side. No?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's for maintenance.
It's not.
It looks like an afterthought. Like it wasn't original.
Huh. Yeah, the handrail all the way. She's got her tire fixed up. Well, spare on.
Or spare on. There's not big.
Went down and looked at the bridge underneath. Now we're crossing the bridge.
The Calana Bridge. This cantilever-style bridge spans 525 feet across and is perched 238 feet above the Calana River Gorge. This is a one-lane bridge, so watch for oncoming traffic or pedestrians.
We're on the slow road to the end of the road.
And we're guessing we have about 20 miles to go. Now we got to take it even more easy because, of course, your spare on these modern cars is a donut spare, not a full-size spare. Now these these treacherous roads. I don't want to be like nailing a pothole with a donut.
So anyway, after we got up from the bridge, we were checking out the bridge, and then we came up before we started. I found a bag of oranges laying on the ground. And I mean, they weren't in a bag, but they were just all over the ground. And
they looked like they were dumped there today.
Yeah, they're fresh. I think there's
not even dust on them.
They don't smell like they were, you know, accidentally dropped in anything or whatever. So I grabbed 6 of them. Blessings, I guess.
This is where it's at. Here, where do we get in there? It's a piece of metal. But yeah, that's not a nail or screw. That's just a chunk of rusty metal. That's what took you out right there, buddy.
Alright, so we stopped by IGA. Got this here tire plug kit.
We got that at the hub.
Oh, we got this at the hub. Oh, that's right. We got this at the hub, Glen Allen. Then we stopped by IGA and just got snacks. That's right. Now we're over at a gas station. They're actually closed, but
there's hose out here.
But there's air, so. It's gonna fix up this tire. Fight the mosquitoes.
So, it's been years since I've done this. You open up the hole.
A bit of licorice here. We're gonna shove that in the tire.
Alright. In. Like that. That's supposed to plug it. Now we just put air in it and see if it works.
Alright.
If you want to get while I'm doing this part, get a bottle with some water in it.
Okay.
Alright, you grab the waters. Yeah, I see him bubbling. Alright, let's put her on.
You gotta cut it off.
Nah, it'll drive off. It's called a pinch weld. I'm gonna put it on the pinch weld. Putting the spare tire back on. Because this one here, you can't get it off. The stud is spinning. So, and that happened because we didn't tighten the wheel all the way when we put the spare on a little bit ago and drove on it a little bit. So screwed up the threads on that one nut. Actually screwed up this one too, but it came off. And while trying to take it off, it seized so bad that it ended up spinning the knurls in the stud. So now, to get it off, I need a cutoff wheel to cut that off, which we don't have. And we're gonna have to replace the whole hub assembly. For hub assembly now. But tire's fixed. You just can't put it on. So we'll put the spare on, and we're just gonna limp it home tonight. We're gonna do another 200 miles on a donut that I've already put 100 miles on. But you know what? It is what it is. We'll make it home. We'll just take our time. We don't have to run 80 like everybody else. And if we get tired, just pull off the road and camp beside the road somewhere. We made it home, as you can see. We left at 1 o'clock. We got here about 10:30. Yep. So that was 9.5 hours of travel and craziness. But it was all fun. I'm going to check on parts tomorrow for the car. And if we get them going tomorrow night, Angie's going to bring the car down to the shop. And we're going to show you what we had to do to fix it. And look who missed us. She's snoring now. Alright. Till tomorrow night. When we fix the car. Ta-ta for now. Alright, here we are. Now we got to fix this whole debacle that we messed up. To give you a quick recap. On McCarthy Road. Got a flat tire. Changed the tire. Didn't tighten the nuts all the way. Drove on it. They came a little loose. Then we tightened them. Then we made it to Glen Allen. We fixed our tire. Then we tried to replace the spare with the good tire. But one of the nuts got so messed up, it seized onto the stud and is spinning the stud. So we can't even get this tire off right now. So we put the 4 lug nuts back on, limped it over here. So we got about 300 miles on this donut. Ish. 20 some miles on dirt road. So you see what's going on right here though. See all that right there? It's just spinning this whole stud right there. Which is, it's spinning right inside there. And if it hadn't spun, we could replace the stud. If the stud itself was damaged, we could replace that. But since it's spun in there, this is a softer metal, so it eats up this metal. So now this has to get replaced. But to replace this style, you also have to replace the bearing that goes in it. And we got new lug nuts. So, first step in getting this guy off of here, we're gonna cut that one off. We have to cut them off. You're gonna get noisy. I'm gonna make sparks fly. Oh, it's hot stuff. Don't touch it. Alright, do it again. This one had a lot of thread to play with. So what I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to cut the nut, like right here, I'm going to cut it in half this way. Then I'll put a cross cut in it and split these edges off. Just because I can't get a blade all the way in there without destroying this rim. We're going to try to do it without destroying the rim. So it's only a spare, but it can be a spare again. See, now it's peeling away. There's half of it. There's the other half. Whew, last one came off. Look, it came off. There you go. See? That's right there. This is a press-in bearing. That has to go in there. So this whole knuckle's got to come completely off, and we got to take it to the press. Press it. One hub. Pull the snap ring off, and then we'll come back and push the whole thing out. No bearing. There it is. Now I gotta put her back together. You can put these in dry, but I like to give them just a little bit of help. Alright, now our snap ring back in. So the trick here is you don't want to set this like that. You start pressing on that, it's going to shove these studs out. So you got to support it in the middle. And then when you press it, you got to support this bearing on this side, otherwise you'll split the bearing in half. So we'll go set something up. There you have it. New hub. And that is why you don't ever want to forget to tighten your lug nuts.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.